Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here with a very special update on the Epstein case and not only the ongoing legal battles with Virginia Giuffre Roberts and Ghislaine Maxwell and Alan Dershowitz, which we cover here at length, but a tweet she just put out that I think has to be covered. It has to be covered. And a lot of people that know me and have followed me throughout this journey of covering the Epstein case for over a decade have known that I haven't been a big proponent of the Epstein is still alive theory. In fact, I've really been like, come on, that would take a lot of people to cover it up. And I still do believe that, but we have to cover this. And I want to thank Stephen Chase for the super chat. I'm going to go to some questions at the end. So if you've got questions, concerns in this case, I'll take all super chats, and then I may do a little bit of an AMA after I cover this. But once again, must be covered because literally within the last half hour, Virginia Giuffre Roberts tweeted this out. I hate conspiracies, but it's starting to look that way. Epstein was way too smart not to have a backup plan in the event he was arrested. Now, what tweet is she talking about? Well, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm truly beginning to believe Epstein isn't dead. If you've been paying close attention over the last many months, you would believe this. Also, does anyone really believe somebody with such a big ego like Epstein would kill himself? Come on. So, first of all, obviously, with our coverage, we don't believe he killed himself. We believe the evidence is overwhelming that he did not kill himself. But even people who I really do respect, right, have at least posited this as a possibility. People like James Corbett in the very beginning said, no matter what, Epstein's out of the picture and we're never going to hear from him again, whether he is, in fact, alive or dead. But since Virginia Roberts has been the key and is still really the key to get many of these depositions out that were in court, and many of the people who have been accused to not only be working with Epstein, but having underage sex with girls, obviously, is also a part of those 10,000 pages in judicial documents. My goodness. Wow, we're going to get to that super chat flick off at the end of this. So, I just really fully want to get into Virginia Roberts' case and why it's important. Because we do know at this point that the FBI was contacted back in 1996 by Maria Farmer on behalf of not only Maria Farmer, but on behalf of her younger sister, Annie Farmer, who was indeed molested as a girl, underage, by Epstein. And of course, Maria Farmer had been essentially sexually assaulted and then kidnapped on Les Wexner's property. And people like Dershowitz have tried to say that this is an extortion plot against Wexner, and yet, from what Maria Farmer saw as a young woman, she puts Wexner as the head of the snake. Something that is not covered in the mainstream accounts of this stuff. And if Wexner is the head of the snake, and now he's pulling himself back, right? He's trying to get rid of Victoria's Secret, maybe not be so involved in the limited brands. But with him in the Wexner group and their push for foreign policy dominance of the United States and Israel in the region of Eurasia, that leaked document, right? You know he's a lot more than just a model guy. And again, I think I would be remiss if I did not report on the fact that Virginia Roberts is now conveying this. I would say with this news, it's time that the MCC released all of their footage via Epstein. Everything on a website. Everything. I'm talking about when he was brought in, when he was booked, what he was doing on a day-to-day basis. Everything. Put those theories to rest. That he wasn't somehow evacuated out of there. That he wasn't extracted. Because again, when you have somebody like Virginia Roberts even positing this, it has to be brought up. So now I'm going to go to two separate super chats really quickly. We'll go to yours. first because it's a little lighter, Stephen Chase. And then, guys, again, I'll take all super chats, and then we'll see what we're going to do here for an AMA. Maybe we'll go for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Multiple sources are saying 400 million under quarantine in China. Anything about this? That's a lot. That's a lot, Flick Off. Who's the multiple sources? Because, again, let's get this. 400 million would be larger than the whole United States populace under quarantine. Let that sink in. Scary enough, we're at a reported 50 million. Let's say it's double that, 100 million. That's 50 million is super fucking frightening. And if you haven't seen my video on the coronavirus today, please go watch it because it's very important. The mainstream media is not showing you the videos that I showed on that. I didn't even show the fumigation videos, which are also frightening. So Flick Off, I appreciate that super chat. I'm definitely going to look into it after this broadcast. Again, Virginia Roberts tweeting out that she believes Epstein may be alive. I'm gonna read it one more time. Okay? Let's see. I hate conspiracies, but it's starting to look that way. Epstein was way too smart not to have a backup plan in the event he was arrested. And again, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm truly beginning to believe Jeffrey Epstein isn't dead. I love how everybody has to posit that they hate conspiracy theories beforehand to somehow maintain a sense of credibility. It's a little odd. Stephen Chase says, before you start on this important topic, Dom was robbed. I had him winning 3 rounds to 2, so did I. Curious what you had it at. Again, thanks for all you do. Listen, I had it 3 convincing rounds, 1 through 3. A lot of people said you could have given Jones the second. No, you couldn't. No, you could not. Jones was on his wheels in every single one of those rounds backing up. Now, in my opinion, you could have argued that the 5th round was Dominic Reyes or the 4th round was Dominic Reyes. Those takedowns did nothing. Now, I wouldn't have minded if, when I heard the cards that it was 48, 47, 48, 47, I'm like, all right, that's 3 rounds to 2. That's what I had it at. And then when I heard 49, 46, I was like, all right, this has to go to Reyes because one judge gave him the 4th or the 5th like I thought you could have. He was absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed. I'm with you, Stephen Chase. All right, let's continue on through the questions here. Jason Burns, please check out the Karina Jones channel for the truth about the coronavirus. I'm hesitant on all this stuff, guys. There's so much disinfo out there. I mean, I'm getting tweets that people are saying people are dropping dead in L.A. I don't believe that either. I'd have to see real evidence. Steven says, cool, we'll look forward to it. He was talking about that. Great. Minding your own business. Good afternoon, Jason. Thank you for this podcast. Remember the meme is he didn't kill himself. I don't believe he killed himself. Is then Lawrence Southern? What are you talking about Lawrence Southern for? Too many dead man switches. Again, with the dead man switch, we've never seen one in practice. Show me in practice a dead man switch that actually occurred and worked. Just point that out. Point that out in every video because I think it's important. Purpose Brigade UK chapter representing. What makes her think that he's still alive? He had too much dirt on people, and no, he didn't kill himself. Again, I don't want to misreport the facts. I just think, as someone, again, who's been covering this case for so long, for her to tweet this out, okay? And, by the way, Kevin Higgins' tweet was a reply to the bank accounts moving and them finding a new bank account. But, again, I've said that they're going to do that. They're going to find a lot more money, a lot more property, and a lot more assets that Jeffrey Epstein had, 100%. I believe he was at least a billionaire, maybe a multi-billionaire. Not a dumb man. If you think his lawyers were being honest with the original assets of like 540 or 560 million, no. Just them finding that one account, they went up over 600 million. One account. And if you don't think this guy had offshore everything, you're crazy. Come on. Let's see. Of course he isn't dead. There have been people claiming people were dead longer than their Romanov children. I don't know what that. You gotta get some decent grammar. No worries as usual. I'm off topic. Let's see. He's not dead. There's no way the guards were sleeping at the same time. I agree. All the inmates in that population unit, where were they? Let's not forget that the jail has a central control of the monitors. Yes, I totally agree. The MCC has no real excuse as to why they don't have full footage of Epstein everywhere from the moment he was in that jail. They should have had a body cam on him. They should have had a webcam live streaming everything. Come on. Jason is live. Jeffrey is alive. Yeah, again, flick off. I got to see some of those 400. That would be insane. How could you control a populace that large? That's scary. The only way you could control a populace that large is if they were completely unarmed and docile. I am sick and tired of women on Twitter who claim to be victims, but are all against Virginia claiming she's a gatekeeper. What's up with that? I don't know what's up with that. Don't know what's up with that. That's a Twitter thing that I'm unaware of. Wow, we got a big jump there. Remember, we'll take all super chats. Let's see. There we go. Now all of a sudden his bank is $12 million. We just transferred. Are you kidding me? And what is the FBI doing about this? The FBI is doing jack squat. They're covering everything up. They're the cover-up crew. The good people in the FBI have already been bent over and well fucked. Okay? Again and again and again and again and again. And there are good people there. The same as in local law enforcement and the NYPD. And the idea, again, that the Zorro Ranch has never been raided is fucking bananas. Flick off. Yeah, as far as I can see, the original source was a Malaysian news outlet. You never know. Got to check it out. Poor Virginia, she's probably comfort eating. I would be too. It's not easy to be in her position. Loving vibes to her. Wexner is up to his eyeballs. You're right, Jason. Everything needs to be released. Agreed. Wexner looks like he's a living zombie. Gross. Doesn't like all of that like older ilk like Kissinger or Rockefeller when he was on his last legs, and now you've got Soros and even last time I saw Ted Turner, he wasn't looking that good. I mean, maybe not that Wexner level of like ghoul, but my God, Brzezinski always kind of had that evil like. He wasn't the Bond villain, but he was the henchman for the Bond villain look. You know what I'm saying? 250 million is more realistic. 1.5 million infected and 50,000 dead. That's a lot. I don't know 50,000 dead. I mean, it may be 30,000. I know they had that 24,000 leak. Right now they're only saying 800. I don't know. I shared the coronavirus on Facebook. Everybody's hilarious. Let's see. All this footage, the 10,000 documents, that I hit New York Federal Court, and I was just telling Maxwell's emails that they were. Come on, some English here. That lady in the getting ripped out of her vehicle looks like she got her neck broken. I know a lot of people were saying the neck broken. It's in the tweet that I retweeted. I don't know if she got her neck broken. I don't know what's going on, but she got messed up. More thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up, sub, and share. Thumbs up, sub, and share again. If you just tuned into the broadcast, the breaking news is that Virginia Giuffre Roberts is tweeting out that she is considering that Epstein could still be alive. And she doesn't believe he killed himself. I mean, who believes he actually killed himself? That's insanity without all the counter evidence. Let's see. Epstein is on Clinton's list. Do you believe the military or the elites are technologically more advanced than us? Yeah, of course the military is. If so, how many years ahead? You can't do it in years because science is not that type of thing. Okay? You could say how advanced a program is, or how advanced anti-gravity or solar is, or how advanced we are at moving qubits, right? Of stabilizing them. There's a lot of different things. Years are Lord knows what. I would say that our space program is a lot different than what people think. I would say if you believe that rockets and propulsion systems, as propulsion systems, are what they would be using in any future space travel, you're fucking nuts. I mean, just again, look at how look at the limitations of rockets over the last 70 years. It's old technology. Do you think they could be used some crazy tech to get Jeff out of prison? I don't know, man. We did a story on the CIA where they had like crazy like Mission Impossible style masks. I mean, not as advanced in the movies, but oh my goodness, like crazy looking masks all the way back in the early 90s when George Bush was the president, the first one. So yeah, I don't want to speculate. I'm not on the inside. Some people have no idea what to talk about. That trash rolls right out their mouth sometimes. Drufus says, hey, all. What's up, Drufus? How we doing? He is alive, but Trump has him locked up until... All right, Jackie Kershaw. No. Let's go with 1,000%. No. John McCain died of brain cancer. Guantanamo Bay is a bad fucking thing. It's a bad fucking thing. So is Abu Ghraib prison. So are the other black sites that restrict one's free speech. Maybe you should go watch that coronavirus video. Remember, you never leave a good crisis to waste. You use it. And black sites without real trials and military tribunals are fucking insane. So no. And no. And Bill Barr's not your friend, Jackie. No. Hi from Wisconsin. How you doing, Erica? Peace. Some people to taste the words before they spit them out of their mouth. This is how rumors start. Maybe some people should get educated. Sadly, money talks in this reality. Absolutely does. At Jason Burns, Ryan Saverda says the Chinese ambassador does not deny the coronavirus came from biological warfare program. Thoughts? I don't think it came from a bat, dude. And remember, coronavirus, this is novel coronavirus because there's human, there's canine, there's all sorts of variants of this thing that have been around for a very, very long time. I believe he's alive, says Andrea. I shared Jason's video on coronavirus on Facebook. It's shared, the coronavirus on Facebook. Oh. I first heard this from Dabu77. Yeah, he's off a lot. A lot. Then the outright, another YouTuber then seen the original source they referenced was the Malaysian news out. Also the Telegraph. The Telegraph is reporting that. Let's see. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Number quarantined in China. Let's see, that's there. Another 41 test positive. No, let's go to news. Works on more quarantine facilities. That's scary. Let's just type in the 400 million number, right? See if it's in. Thumbs this video up, guys. They're saying, wow, global, that's Express. Okay. Wow. That's worrisome. Okay. Let's see. Currently, around 400 million Chinese citizens live under some level of quarantine, which has been imposed over some of the country's biggest cities. Wow. 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 It's huge, Flick Off. I mean, obviously, it's not the quarantine like the 50 million people, but that's nuts. You're right. That's nuts. How do you quarantine that many people? My goodness. Well, I mean, again, I want to see more, but damn, that's something. That's something that's very upsetting. Isaac Cappy didn't have a dead man switch. That video in the bathhouse has nothing to do with Isaac Cappy and was on the internet a long time ago. Isaac Cappy also committed suicide. I had some people in like a chat try and tell me there was evidence that he didn't. And look, or that he wasn't dead, okay? Like, there's the video of the cop car driving past him when he's sitting on the edge there. No one threw him out of a car or anything like that. If those kids came over to go and stop him, I could see it because he was already sitting on the edge. Unless, of course, that's doctored video. But what's not doctored is clearly his dead body on the road afterwards with a sheet over it. My goodness. Come on. Where is Maxwell? Great question. Hey, Slow News Day. Slow News Day in the house? What up, Slow News Day? I'm not seeing him in there. There's no picture of him in jail. We don't know if he's ever really there in the first place. We should get that footage. I 100% agree with you. Do you seriously think Trump is dumb enough to let him die before? Jackie, hello. We're going to talk some reality. It's going to be hard for you, Jackie. Trump is a very, very smart PR salesman. He is extremely preoccupied with maintaining the presidency and understands, unfortunately, very little about the foreign and domestic policy behind the scenes, the deep state that he was running against. He's not gotten us out of Afghanistan. He's not gotten us out of Iraq. He's not gotten us out of Syria. Things that he ran on. Mike Pompeo is a braggart liar who headed the CIA, where they took courses on lying, cheating, and stealing, and thinks it's fucking hilarious. Bill Barr is the cleanup crew. He's been around for quite some time, Attorney General under Bush 1, in fact, where he helped Robert Mueller, Trump's arch enemy. He's his arch enemy. Cover up the BCCI banking scandal. That's a little lesson in fucking reality. So no one's saying that Trump is dumb, but he certainly backed off any truth regarding Epstein and had something to do with that press conference where Acosta resigned after he couldn't deny that that sweetheart deal was because he was an intelligence asset. And let's not forget that a judge ruled, right? A judge ruled that there was not a scintilla of evidence that he got a sweetheart deal. Fucking bullshit. My goodness. My goodness. I meant the outer light, sorry. He's a Kiwi like me. Also, quarantine would be easy for China. A lot will be not only going on with it helping, but helping the state as well. Scary times flick off. That 400 million number, even though that type of quarantine may not be as severe as some of the other videos I was showing on the coronavirus, I'm very upset. Isaac Cappy was a PSYOP, military intelligence unit. No, he wasn't. Isaac Cappy's a guy I talked to personally on the phone, who I interviewed for over an hour, who called me months before the end and was telling me, actually telling me that he believed that John McCain had been assassinated at Guantanamo Bay. And that's, I told him, first of all, I watched my interview with him. I told him to have discernment and that, you got to pull back from some of these things. And when he was on the phone with me, I said the same thing. That was the last time I talked to him. Cappy was a guy who I believed his story regarding Seth Green and his wife. I don't think he imagined that. I don't think he made that up. But I think that he lost it. He lost it. So, sad. It was sad. The whole thing was sad. Peace to Slow News. He's still alive. Bank's still active. Pictures of him from drones on golf carts. That's never been proven to be him, Adam Turner. Haven't picked up Maxwell, the Prince, or the Clintons, so it's very clear. Well, I mean, dude, I just got news for you. The Clintons aren't getting fucking arrested. Don't you get it? Like, Hillary Clinton was outed as like a multinational criminal with the Podesta gang and all those people outside of Pedogate. All of it. All of it. And they made it act like a Russian operation. All right? She isn't going to fucking jail. The permanent state is real. The predator class is real. There's Slow News Day. Hello, Flick Off. Happy Sunday and Monday to you. I can't remember how far in the future you are. That's right. Didn't Epstein, Maxwell and company all know they were under investigation way before he was arrested? Sure does appear that way. I know one of the bank accounts is active and being used. That could be many people in groups. So correct, Joe. I covered that. Whoa. There's a big jump. There's a big jump. Oh, thank you. Let's go back over. Man, I don't know how much longer we're going to do this, guys. We might only do a 30-minute one because, again, for those just joining us, Virginia Giuffre Roberts, within now the last hour, has tweeted out that she believes that Epstein may actually be alive. And, again, we do these reports because they're important. I invite her on the show. I would love an interview with Virginia Giuffre Roberts, especially a live interview. If she wants to have her lawyer present while she does it in case there are some things that are just too sensitive or she can't reveal, fine. But, let's be honest, guys. This is an open platform for the people. And we're going to ask the real questions and try to get the real takes and not pull punches, right? Let's see. She asked if Jeffrey is alive. Sorry, I'm just in. Yes. Let's go with that Epstein body was a clone. No, clone is ridiculous. Fact. Smart Trump people. Fact. A clone of Epstein was killed. Fact. His beef company is still active. I would imagine a lot of his companies are still active. And a lot of companies are still active that, were just shell companies for other things he was doing. Richard Milley, you've been reading too much comic stuff. Book, perhaps Q, it's not true. Did you see the patent on coronavirus? Yes, but that's from 2018. And again, it's different types of coronavirus for sure. The Abu Ghraib photos were so disgusting. Yes, they are. They're out of fucking control. We only saw a fucking small piece of them, Brian. Winston Churchill said that. Never waste a good crisis. Yes, he did. Good channel to watch and see how crazy UK has got. They said it as worse than Chicago last week. LOL, Scarcity Studios, good stuff. Jackie Kershaw says, you will see. What are you talking about? Are you in imagination land? Because that's what it feels like. My goodness, you will see. This isn't a game. This is reality. We're not on a message board here. Oh, I know that I don't know if he's alive. Believe what you want. New Hampshire, too many proofs. What the fuck are you talking about? New Hampshire, too many proofs. These proofs. Like the proofs these people have are like a bad Rorschach test. Mar-a-Lago's side. Because if it was Arkansas, then Clinton machine can sweep it. Monday or Tuesday, be slowly struck. Me and McCabe do an Aaron Hernandez perp walk in a orange jumpsuit. Was that a haiku? What the fuck was that? Go to B&O News! These cute people drive me nuts. Thanks, Shaydoc. I'm not the only one. Coronavirus was deep state attack on China for new trade deal, which cut their budget. Jeez. This virus is a wet dream for certain people. I have coped, so I guess I'm effed. My number is in the machine. Okay, first music. I'm friends with somebody in Changyang, and she and her parents are all off work, and she said all the shops are closed. Changyang has 20 plus million people. Wow. Yes, it's getting scary. Let's see what we got here. Why are they building quarantine facilities with beds if they are dropping dead? Exactly. That's my thing, man. Again, who's to say that even if it is real, they're not going to use this to, execute political dissidents or maybe take their property or people that are in competition business-wise, etc. All under the cloak of darkness. Scary, man. Scary. When Ghislaine said she'd do an interview, she never said that a month or so ago. Never said that. See, Violet Lotus, she never said that, in fact. That was disinformation put out by the Prince Andrew camp because he was trying to pressure her into an interview. You can't believe everything that you read here. Neither do I. When I report these things, I do it with a grain of salt and I say, this is what they're saying. This is what the witness is saying. This is what Tartiglione's lawyer is saying. This is what is quoted from Virginia Giuffre Roberts, etc. Okay? Don't tell me they could not have tracked her location right then and there and apprehended her. They don't care. They don't care, and I'm sure that they could get her at this point. And there's a lot of disinformation as to where she is. I agree with that, but you got to understand, the whole idea she was going to do that interview was total disinfo. Never had a plan to do that. TJ, thank you for the emojis. Richard Miller, there are no proofs. There is no plan, and there's no such person as Q. Have there been any more drone footage from Epstein Island? I mean, that will happen. I haven't seen that stuff yet, no, either. We got some more people. So again, guys, the main story that we were doing here, talking throughout, where's my, there we go. There it is, right here. No, it's not there. What are we doing? There it is that Virginia Giuffre Roberts has pondered whether or not Epstein is actually alive over on Twitter. And anybody can go see this unless she's taken it down, but I doubt it. And I just thought it was very, very interesting and something that we did have to cover here. Let's see. 400 million is a third of the pop approximately. Yeah, it is, Jeff Lerner. Pretty scary. That was crazy. That video is old. I knew that when I saw it. It's Mums and Dad's Shauna Day. What are you talking about? What video? I don't know what you're talking about there. McCain was put to death, and you fancy cancer, LMAO. What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. A couple months after you interview him. They do know where Maxwell is, but the Mossad is protecting her. I don't know if it's the Mossad. Where's Tigliarn's cell footage? Exactly, that's right. Coronavirus for president. Jeez. You know what? I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. There's no super chats I missed, right? Alex Jones is Q. My goodness. I think that's going to do it for us. Guys, I'm doing it 3 to 7 days, or 3 to 7 times a day on the regular here about subjects that matter, okay? If you want to support me, $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. I said it, I doubt we're going to do it, but if we got to $2,000 by tomorrow, then I would head to New Hampshire for Tuesday and do some on-the-ground reporting and streaming from polling and voting stations, etc., maybe some surprises. So if you want to give $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. If you want to give more, who knows, maybe we make it there. I'd love to make $5,000 this month and maybe go around the country and get the hell out of New York, because New York is getting very, very scary as well. If you've been following, thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. Remember, I am a documentary filmmaker. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are all available for free right here. And I'm doing 5 videos exclusively a week over at Rockfin for premium members. $9.99 a month. Not only gets you my content, but it gets the content of Ben Askren, Chael Sonnen, Jordan Burroughs, Graham Elwood, Ron Placone, Nico House, and so many more. So consider going to sponsor me here at rockfin.com/Jason Burmis. $9.99 a month, again, gets you 20 exclusive videos that are not here and everybody else's premium content. Absolutely love you guys. We're going to be following up on this story and everything Epstein. See you on the flip side.